Welcome back. You're watching Young Turks, India's longest running show on startups and entrepreneurship. Now, hailing from a family that once owned Fun Foods, 35-year-old Viraj Bahl decided to set up a specialty food venture of his own called Weba. Founded in 2013, Veeba today manufactures and markets sauces, dressings, dips and dessert toppings for both general consumers and leading food chains like Domino's, Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts and Taco Bell, to name just a few. Having raised their third round of funding of $6 million from Sama Capital and DSG Consumer Partners last year, Viraj is rapidly looking to expand the company's B2C vertical to become one of India's most loved food brands. Here's a look at this saucy Made in India story.
Basically, I come from a food family. My father founded a food company back in 1983, and I joined the company in about 2002-2003. And later took a leadership role in that company, and we sold our entire stake in that company in 2008. I stayed back with the new company for a year, and we were supplying sauces to almost all the restaurants. So you tend to become slightly cocky and think, yes, restaurants to main chala raha hu, let me open my own restaurant. When you open your own restaurant, you realize sauce is a really small part of the entire restaurant gambit, and then you're cut to size and you go back to what you know really well. And I decided to come back in the sauce space, and that is how the whole journey took place, and I came back in the sauce space.
Named after the founder and CEO Viraj Bahl's mother, Weba, the company today manufactures several types of sauces and dressings. Having roped in brands like Domino's, Pizza Hut, KFC, Burger King, Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts and Taco Bell, we asked Viraj if he had an easier start to his second innings in the food manufacturing business.
The industry has been extremely kind to Veeba, and I mean, there are no two things about this. We would not have reached where we have without the industry support. So we have to live up to their quality standards. We have to live up to their product expectation standards. Their NPD team works very, with our R&D team. We jointly make a product together. Then it goes to their commercialization team. They would, work on open costings, reduce our costing, and then finally it will hit the market.
While on paper this might look like a me-too, one-size-fits-all product, Viraj says that customization has been extremely vital for Veeba to keep their star clients happy.
We're doing something different. There's no point being a me too again in the same space. So we're doing more different things. Healthy is a very big part of what we do. Fat reduction is a very big part of what we do. Increasing protein is a big part of what we do. So for example, we do a mayonnaise. Now mayonnaise is a mother sauce, right? Everybody thinks the mayonnaise is a mayonnaise, right? But the mayonnaise that we do for Burger King is very different from the mayonnaise that we do for KFC.
But with retail in his blood, Viraj soon decided to squeeze out of the B2B vertical to serve Veeba's products to a larger customer base. For this, the business model had to be tweaked and realigned to bring in new streams of revenue for the company.
We've got three totally separate sales verticals, and not only sales verticals, I would say there's separate profit centers. So we've got a Star Client division which deals with all these quick service restaurants that I spoke about. The second is the Horeca network. Horeca stands for hotels, restaurants and catering. This network has a national distribution footprint. We are available. So a bakery or a standalone hotel which cannot buy a truckload of sauce like the Star clients can, but they would need 10 kgs of mayonnaise or 20 kgs of chocolate sauce. We will deliver it to their doorstep. That comes under the Horeca network, which is also our company is probably the largest department. And the third is our the retail network. So all the three verticals are headed by three totally separate teams. The vice president on top is different, and then they have their own verticals.
All this, Viraj claims, will account for over 100 crores of sales by the end of this financial year. With currently only one plant in Neemrana, Viraj says most of the external capital raised has been directed towards the expansion plans.
The reason of choosing Neemrana was that it's close to the Golden Quadrilateral. We are seamless connectivity with Delhi as well as Maharashtra, two largest markets of the country. We currently can make up to about 1,000 metric tons a month of sauces, and we are also, we're trying to expand that now.
Keeping in mind the current consumer sentiment, Veeba is playing on the Made in India card. Claiming to understand the Indian palate better than other international players, Veeba says that this beefs up, no pun intended, their hold on the Indian specialty food segment. And Viraj is bullish that their goal of becoming the largest sauce maker in India doesn't seem a distant dream.
Viraj here is wishing you and Veeba the very best. Welcome to the Young Turks community. On that note, it is time for us to wrap up this edition of Young Turks. Tell us what you thought of our show by writing into us, youngturks@network18online.com. That's our email address. You can also Facebook us or tweet me. My Twitter handle is @Shireen Bhan. Until next week, from the entire team, goodbye. Many thanks for watching, but remember, stay tuned to Young Turks this month as we count down to our annual celebration. We're celebrating 15 years of India's longest running show on startups, a glittering ceremony in the capital. Stay tuned for that and more.